Hi, I wanted to look at a question that came in related to a best practice around email signatures and how would you create or add, say, an apply now button to your email signature to get a client to fill out that application on your website. So let's go through and first let's click on the Promote tab, because the Promote tab is where you access your application website. And I click the Create Application Website button. And when I get there, you can see that there is a name and place for your website. So this is the name you've chosen to give your website, and you can look below and see what that web address is to your website. And you can click the Preview tab, and the Preview tab will go through and open up your website so that you can preview it and take a look at it and check it out. You have two key components here: active, which is you want to turn the application website on, and then artificial intelligence. Now, we have this off by default. If you turn artificial intelligence on, if a client submits a plan to you from the web, it will automatically build a plan and return a plan based on your defaults. So I recommend you play with that before you turn it on, but this is a feature that, again, many people are unaware of. If you're doing marketing or advertising, or you're working and supporting a large group, and you want to be able to create plans for them, you can have the software create plans automatically based on the defaults that you've set up. Let's just leave that off for now. So the first step is to make sure that you have a name in here and you can see your website and it's set to active, and then all you need to do is hit the Save button. Now before you hit the Save button, I want you to copy and paste your link, because this link right here is your website link, okay, to your personal web application page. So I'm going to right click that and click copy. All right, so that's step one. Now I know I've got a live website at that address, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my email program. In my case, it's Outlook. All right, and I'm going to open up a new blank email template. That template's going to look something like this when you first open it up. Now if you're using Gmail or Hotmail or whatever, it's the same sort of thing. You're going to go into your signature creator. In this case, in Outlook, there's a button here for signature, and when you click it, you can pick from one of your current signatures, or you can click the signature button. So we're going to click the signature button, and that's going to open up a little pop-up box for your signatures, and you'll see it has all of the different signatures that you have, that you've created, are all in here for you already. So we're going to assume that you're going to do one from scratch, right? So I'm going to click the New button, and it's going to say New Signature, and I'm going to call this my Application Signature. Okay? So when I say OK, it now creates the signature called Application Signature. And below here, I can create what I want that signature to look like. I want to have my name. I want to have my phone number. Let's see. I want it to have my email address. So what you're going to do is decide, what do you want this to look like? I'm gonna go ahead and make this one just a real simple one, all right? And I'm gonna go in and put in my website. So let's just say that's a simple signature that you want: your name, phone number, your email, and your website. Nothing fancy, etc. Now what I want to do is put in a button that a client can click on to go to my website and fill out a web application. So to do that, I'm going to insert an image. And we have this image for you. If you want it, you can email support@candletodd.com. You can use your own image, okay? Or I will attach it to this particular email that you're probably getting this from today, and you'll see what this looks like. So I'm going to click here to insert a picture. See the little button right there, Insert a Picture? I click that button, and when I do that, it prompts me to figure out where is that logo. And I'm going to click the Bar Smart Repay Smart Apply Now button, which is on my desktop, and click Insert. And that's going to go through and take that particular image and load it in to my system and make that button part of my signature. So now I can see what it looks like. So you can see this is sort of what my signature is going to look like here. First name, email. Let's say I want to put a little space here, email and web, and now I have this button. Now, this is just an image, but I want to make it into a button that opens up my website. So I click that button, and I go over and I click the HTML link button, and that pops up a box that says, what do you want this to go to? What address? And this is where I hit Control V, and I paste in my website from my BSA software. Now when I do that and hit OK, this button now is a live link button to my website, and then I go up here and look at this and say this all looks good, and I hit OK. Now I'm going to send an email to a client here, and when I click my signature, I click Application Signature, and you'll notice it puts that signature right in the box for me. And if I mouse over this button, it shows me the link that it's going to take me to, and to test it, it says hit Control and click. So I hit Control and click, and it takes me right to my website, and I can see that site and say, yep, that's my site, that looks good, it's got all my info, it's got everything that I would want, it's got my company logo, I am good to go. So I know that it's working. So from that point forward, anytime you want to send an email, you can simply click Signature and pick that email, or if you go back into Signatures into your box, you'll notice up here it says choose the default email. So for new email messages, I could click Application Signature, and for replies, Application Signature, and that will always default to this email address as my default address. Now, every time I click the new button, let me go ahead and start over. I'll say I'm going to create a new email. I'll file new. It automatically puts this signature in. So if you aren't familiar with the web application generator and that whole program, we have a separate video for that. I'll put a link to that here in this email. But you might want to also go in and set up your email signature so that it includes some kind of a link over to your website, your email, and it just gives you a better overall image. One of my favorite application signatures is the one I use here. It has my name, designations, title, and company all in one line. I have my two phones, my desk phone and my pocket, which is my mobile. And then I have links set up. Just like we just did this image as a link, you can create links. One takes me to my desktop sharing to share my desktop. One takes them to my website. One allows them to email me. One to go over and read my blog. One to friend me on Facebook. One to connect on LinkedIn. And you'll notice I did my apply now for my website right here, and it's right there on the apply now button. So you can create an apply now button just with text and make that a link using the same process we just took you through. So get creative and build a rich, vibrant email to help your brand stand out, and let us know if we can help. We wish you all the best.